Hey, what's up? It's another episode of Watch You Strappin. These aren't really watch reviews, but they are kind of an extended user experience, supplemental information about a watch that I may own. Yeah, and just to show a strap pairing, uh, just to give people an idea what a particular watch might look like with a particular strap. And yeah, today I am back. I've actually been back on the 1965 here. This is the Omega by Swatch Speedmaster MoonSwatch. And yeah, this is not a limited edition, but was the most, I guess, recent release, I believe. Really cool. Obviously, really nice nod to the current Speedmaster Pro with a white dial, which I really like. But I didn't want to pay that much. And again, I think I mentioned before, but even if I could save up that much amount of money for a new Speedy Pro and white dial, there's definitely a lot of other watches that are in my list in the queue that I'd probably get well before that one anyways, so it'll be a while. So this will be just fine to kind of have that space that I may eventually fill with an actual Speedmaster Pro with a white dial, but that's so far in advance. Yeah, this down the line rather, it's just not going to be anything soon. So this, I can enjoy most of the at least visual appeal of that watch in this one, and it doesn't really break the bank. $270, which is the cost of any of the others MoonSwatches. It's not a special price. It's just fine, you know. It is what it is. It's not cheap, but then things could be. There's definitely a lot more expensive quartz watches out there, as I might have shown recently in some of my postings. But anyways, yeah, I really like the vintage logo, font, and the little trick that the sub registers have, subdials have right there with the 19-minute counter and the 65-minute counter over there. If you've seen, if you know, you know. I'm not going to go over it all, but it's a pretty cool, neat trick, and I think it does something a little extra special besides some of the various details around this watch. So there's been some, you know, people have been trying these new MoonSwatch straps from Swatch. They are an official product from them, and these are rubber and of course Velcro, or sorry, hook and loop. Sorry, they're not Velcro. And yeah, they come in almost all the colors that the MoonSwatches come in right now. Almost. This one, I showed the black and gray one, I guess, the one that is associated with the mission to the moon version of the MoonSwatch. And this one is one of the next best ones, I think, to compare with this, obviously with the white with the black accents. This would be for, I believe, the MoonSwatch with the moon phase, with the white version with the Snoopy, because that one's really all white, and including the hardware. But I know it would have been cool if this was like a gray to match this, but I'm fine with it because there's enough white on this, and it's all the way back here anyways. Not a big deal, but I think overall it works and looks good. And these are definitely an upgrade to the ones that these MoonSwatches normally come with, you know, in terms of comfort. And definitely, well, I never found those uncomfortable, but definitely the fit without having that bulge, which normally this piece would be kind of, this is actually, for some reason, they flip-flop these on the rubber, the way they mount. You can just flip it around actually, but the way they officially showed this is in this configuration, which is kind of reverse of the way the actual MoonSwatch straps that come with the watch are configured. So this would be over here, and this Velcro hook and loop piece would hook over this way, if you know what I mean. But you can flip it around. And I was talking to someone the other day, and he said he does it the other way around for some reason. I think he likes this piece of hardware on the inside more. But personally, I don't know, I could try it, but I personally like to see this Omega by Swatch logo on this side. And I guess technically the writing would be sort of right side up if I switched it back around, because if I look at it, it looks upside down, I guess. but if you put the hand down, it's fine. I don't know. That's pretty insane with the MoonSwatch side here, but not a real big deal. But these are definitely much more comfortable, slimmer. They actually taper as well. It's not just straight. And yeah, and you buy these to size. So they come in, I think, small, medium, large, and extra large. I think there's 4 sizes. So they'll have different lengths of this piece, I believe, right here. I don't think this side is shorter. Or maybe it's the other way around. I forget. But either way, it's a specific cut and size for different wrist size ranges. And mine being 7 inches, this is the large that they say that fits, and it just does. I mean, I'm always pretty much at the end of the maximum, or that I can pull this around to fit, and it just fits fine. Not too tight, and just enough here. I could probably have gone smaller, but then I don't know. I risk having this lower and exposing more of the loop side, which I kind of try to avoid. I like to have it all closed up and covered as much as possible whenever I have a hook and loop system. Which just look tidier, and yeah, this works and looks really good. Definitely recommend it. They seem a little bit pricey at, I think, $45 or so. I'm pretty sure that's where they're at. But and I bought 2 of them, so that's already $90 right there. But they definitely are an upgrade, and worth it, I think, if you have a MoonSwatch. And even though we'll probably work on a regular Speedmaster as well, like a natural Omega Speedmaster, the metal ones, and with the mechanical movements, provided they have the 20mm lux here, which they should, because this is modeled after the MoonWatch itself. Yeah, definitely, I think it's worth it. Not bad. This is good. Seems like a good quality rubber. It's just a bit of flex or stretch to it, so it actually makes it pretty comfortable too. And yeah, you just don't get that bulge that you would normally get from this side, because all that extra hook and loop part is well balanced. The ratio of it is good, and it's particularly thin in this area too. It doesn't bulk out like the normal material does that come with the watches. I guess that's about it. Yeah, I thought I wanted to say something else, but anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching, and enjoy watches. I definitely am enjoying this one a lot more than I thought I would, because again, I've been normally indifferent to the MoonSwatches, but never hated them. But then again, the hype for them died really fast after the first day or two, maybe after the second day or third, of just like unavailability and just a limited way to get them. And it's just such a hyped watch at that time, and that was a bit of a turnoff. But at this point, when this was released, March 1st, 2025, several years later, the watch hype has definitely died, and so that kind of made it more slightly more appealing. And I just happened to have the opportunity to have taken the time off work so that I could actually travel to an actual retail store to pick up one of these, get in line, which wasn't much of a line. And I documented this in a video previously, and it was easily bought. There was really no drama or anything. I think people were MoonSwatched out, fatigued from stuff, and if to most people, they might instantly glance at this and just dismiss this as just another cash grab and just another colorway. But they have done quite a bit of extra detail work in this one, and I wouldn't say it's just another colorway for sure. And it's definitely worth it. I think it's one of the best looking ones that they have, and I'm glad I picked it up actually. It's quite fun, cool, and that's what I'm trying to. I think I'm feeling like that's what I'm returning to. There's a bit of seriousness and maybe a bit of snobbery once you get into what you think is the watch collecting hobby, and you might think that's what it's about to be. Like, oh, I don't do plastic watches anymore, or quartz or digital, or something that's not mechanical is inferior. But I don't know. At least for me, I've been through all of that stages, and I think I experienced quite a bit not the super high hot horology stuff. That's a bit out of my range, but a high enough range, you know, from the really affordable to, I don't know, well into 5,000s. That's a pretty solid range of watches that you can get in there, and there's no real bad movements, you know. Everything's pretty solid these days, and it's just really a matter of taste, just like what style or design that you like, and that's how I see it. And I'm kind of relaxing. I'm like, actually feel like I'm reverting back to more quartz now. Almost certainly they outnumber my mechanicals than they had in the past, in the recent past even, and that's okay. I'm totally comfortable with it. It's just having fun, relaxing, and just picking up things that I personally like and find interesting. Excuse me, for myself. Anyways, that's about it. Thanks, and check you out later. Bye.